Welcome to the show. Today we're joined by two very special guests. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys, for being here.
Oh, thank you for having a podcast.
Yeah.
Letting me get outside. Yeah. How you guys feeling?
You're welcome. Good. Well, I'm getting over a little stomach bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
Since like Saturday.
Yeah. I've been I actually was vomiting all last week.
You were?
Yeah, very sick. I don't know why.
I don't know why, but I don't vomit.
My mother told me, she goes, it's a tick. I go, how is it a tick? She goes, there's the tick problem. You can't eat meat. You ate meat and now you're vomiting. Did you hear about this?
No.
This is the new thing. The government made a tick that if it bites you, you're allergic to meat now.
The Animal Liberation Front deep state.
Yeah, you guys don't know about this?
Vegan.
No.
What's your X handle? Like, what's happening?
What?
What's your situation on X? Like, what do you see? All I see is conspiracy.
All I see is
OnlyFans.
Oh, that happened for like 2 months, and I was like, oh, I'm down bad. Yeah, where I was like, oh, X has become porn, and I'm like, no, I'm typing in porn on X.
No, I don't get as much engagement anymore, and it's all people from Gaza asking me to share their fundraisers.
Yeah.
And
God.
I
Why don't
share,
they get a fucking job, huh?
Yeah.
I know, but I share a lot of them. Yeah, I share as many as I can. But,
right.
you know,
But then you just
share
become
one,
like a
you
sharing
just become a sharing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone goes, talk about this, make fun of this.
And you want to help, obviously, and then,
Right.
and then you share it, and then 5 minutes later they go, "Can you please share my fundraiser?" And I go, "I just shared yours 5 minutes ago."
Yeah. And you go, Rick Glassman doesn't have to deal with this shit.
No, he doesn't.
No, he should have
No
never
matter how much
supported
money you
it.
give to Gaza, you're still giving more to Israel because of OnlyFans.
Right.
Because half of all your OnlyFans subscriptions go to Israel anyways.
Have you? Wait, I know you've had you didn't have an OnlyFans, but you actually subscribed to OnlyFans?
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, I did once, man. I got
years.
yelled at for it. I mean, it was a long time ago. But because it's like, how dare you give money? And they're right. They are right. We should not give money to it.
Right.
It's free. So,
Yeah.
But it's like
watch
a way
the
to help
free
yourself
stuff.
in the industry, and the Zionist club owners be like, no, I funded the IDF. I subscribed to OnlyFans.
Welcome to Recine time, everybody.
Yeah, but I did my taxes this year, and I
Yeah,
found.
I'd like to do the
Oh, let's not talk
seller.
about taxes, all right? The IRS sent me a fucking letter.
Did
Not
they?
opening it. Not opening it, you scumbags. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Haven't done my
good.
taxes in fucking... Yeah, it's called civil disobedience, bro.
Yeah,
all right?
Thoreau.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're protesting the Iran war.
I'm
by
the realest of them all. I
not
pay
reporting our
taxes to this
income
fucking...
from podcasts.
Yeah, I don't do it, man.
So you don't want to know. You don't even want to have an idea of how much you owe.
No, I'm not interested because I can't pay it. You're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy. You
Yeah.
think I have the money to pay them?
Yeah.
You're fucking nuts. I live in the United States of America. How can I pay you? How? It cost me $35 to get here.
Yeah.
I live in a state over.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Fuck you. No, I'm not paying my taxes. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. That's good.
Unless they send me to jail. The one thing is I have a dog and I won't spend 10 days in jail. I'll suck a judge's dick, dude. I don't care. I'm not going to. Do you feel that way with like a kid?
What do you mean?
Well, now that you have kids,
You'd like suck a guy's dick to protect
yeah,
him.
do you go like, damn, I'd give it up. Like, I'd give up everything. Like, dude, I'm such a bitch for my dog. If someone was like, hey, we're going away for 10 days, I'd be like, we got to make it 7. I'm serious. I'm such a bitch for my dog. You don't feel that way about your kids?
That I would suck a dick for them?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine a scenario where they'd be like.
Well, it doesn't have to
you
be
know.
because the dick sucking is like hacky, but like, wouldn't you? I was always so selfish. That's why we did comedy, right? We're like selfish losers who think our ideas matter.
Yeah.
And then, but then you fall in love with people and things, and then I mean, some of us don't, and then they get to succeed, But when you fall in love with people and things, you like take a step back, and you don't get to do cool shit. And my thing is a fucking dog. I go, I don't want to travel America. I have a dog. That's why. That's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, it does kind of hold you back, I guess. I mean, I really like spending time with my kids more than I like cutting clips for sure, and you know,
Right.
you know,
It's the
sending
best.
emails and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
What if for like a court defense of the IRS letter, you just tell them, I've never seen a number that big before, and I don't know what it means.
Oh, I will do that, by the way.
Scott's like, I'm just a little baby.
I swear, that's my defense.
I don't know what that
I don't know
is.
numbers. Yo, I'm bringing up my like school like math test. Look at my grades from senior year, motherfucker. How do you think I'd figure it out?
You just write a letter back. It's like, please explain in crayon. What is no?
We need a wet ink signature, sir. This is a red
Dear
crayon.
Urs.
But I feel like there's no way you owe more than like $4,000 in
It's got to be
taxes.
impossible. But by the way, like I don't have $4,000 to give.
Yeah,
you. But then I know they go, no, give us $50 a month, and I go, I got HBO Max, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't got it for you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. My parents gave me a loan a few years ago, and I paid some of it back.
Right.
But then my mom like asked me about it recently.
Oh my God.
Well, I got to pay.
When will you die?
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
What, I got to pay my mom?
Yeah.
The fuck is
right,
this?
Right. You
This is
fucked me
crazy.
up.
Wow,
You
now
made
we're
me-
paying our moms.
You
our
made
boomer
me.
moms.
You made me a diarrhea having podcaster.
Oh, that rules your mom brought
I'm
it
a-
up to you?
Yeah, which I
She
mean,
cornered you?
Yeah, she's like, even if it's $50 a month, you could start paying your dad back.
Damn.
I don't think my dad really cares. My mom's kind of like a stickler.
No, I think
Like,
your
it's
dad
his
is
money.
afraid to bring it up to you.
Bring it up to me.
And also like people get bored when they, when they're around.
Hmm.
And so what else are they going to do but talk shit about the kid who isn't in the house?
Yeah.
And so they're going to go, wow, Mike, he owes me money.
Right,
oh,
right.
maybe $50 a month.
Right.
Yeah, isn't that shitty? But it's like, you're bored. Go fucking do something.
Right.
It's just boredom, man.
Because if my dad brought it up, I go, Dad, take your cock out right now and let me see whose is bigger.
And then you don't owe him money anymore. Wait, what if his dick is bigger and then you still owe him money, but you know your dad's dick is
Oh,
bigger than yours?
that's the gamble. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the risk that you take.
And then you just have to
Try
leave
that with the
house.
IRS.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that is the risk that you take when
Yeah.
when
You're just pulling up your pants, walking down the driveway.
It's like on the IRS appeal form. Like, if you believe your dick is bigger, just send a picture with measurements.
Dad's like, "How was the visit to your parents?" I'm like, "I don't want to. Shut up! I don't want to talk about it."
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Anyway, have you guys given a shit about the Knicks?
No, I mean
Wow.
it's cool that people are happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. That's a great point, Sean. It is
I
cool
like
that
when
people are
people are
happy.
happy.
Yeah. You don't give a shit? I thought you guys were going to give a shit. You don't
I
care
feel
about,
like-
Mm.
you didn't get sucked into it? Remember Linsanity, dude?
Yeah.
That's like when we first moved
Well,
to the
that was
city.
different.
Sean,
is
you
fu-
too, right?
Michelle
Linsanity.
was excited about that.
Wait, do you remember Linsanity?
He's doing an Asian joke.
Well, okay, do the fans know Michelle is Asian? I just
Yeah.
assume
Oh,
they
yeah,
think
yeah,
she's
yeah.
Jewish. Oh.
Yeah,
No, I
I
assume
thought
they-
I was going to meet a Jewish lady.
Yeah,
She is Jewish.
Jewish
well, yeah, but
Asian.
she's more Asian than Jewish.
Sure.
Well, she's going to Asian
should
heaven,
see
not
when-
Jewish heaven.
Well, you should
not
see-
Jewish hell.
Well, when it's time to negotiate, actually, you
Right.
should see.
Mike's trying to play both sides.
Pulls out a samurai sword. You're like, wait, no, negotiate different. The other side.
Mike's like trying to curry favor with both Zog and China for whichever one takes over.
All right.
Oh shit! But you guys didn't buy into the I'm all in.
I mean, how
man.
fucking-
Jersey is all in.
You know, it's like, it is cool because I go out and like, obviously there are like authentic born and raised New Yorkers who love the Knicks, been waiting for a championship forever. But then like Madison Square Garden, it's like BlackRock, Epstein clients, every fucking evil Jew who ever lived.
Oh, Sean.
And, you know, not Jewish people too, but
Yeah.
like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I think it was a bummer that Trump showed up, obviously, and the ticket sales. But I mean, the feeling.
That guy
doesn't
from
it feel...
Florida who's Jeffrey Epstein with reconstructive surgery.
You saw that, right?
No, but I think that was AI. I don't think
Yeah,
that
it
was
was probably
real.
AI. You might have got
wouldn't
tricked
be-
by AI.
I wouldn't be
No,
surprised.
Jeffrey Epstein was courtside hanging out with Chalamet. That's real New York. Real New Yorkers.
All the
That is
stars
real
are
New York,
here. Irving pedophile.
Howard Lutnick.
Howard Lutnick. Hanukkah child toucher.
Well, speaking of Hanukkah child toucher,
Yeah.
Woody Allen has like a 9th row seat. Do you know that? And he
No,
goes to
you
like
think
all
you'd
the
be-
games,
you
and
think you'd
he's
be
just like,
closer?
"Don't show me."
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Him
Interesting.
and his. him and
They would
his
start
daughter,
booing
yeah.
him, right?
Yeah, because he used to be courtside,
like
but
Trump.
they've moved him up a little bit. So
Yeah.
Okay.
He said row 9, just like I like my women. 9 is the joke. All right. Now I let the IRS know I know.
just like I
numbers.
like my women, my daughter. My adopted daughter
but
with
see,
brain damage from being hit
think
with a door in fucking Cambodia.
I think you're right though, because I feel like it's fun. It's fun to see like Puerto Ricans excited, I guess. But
it's so fun.
But there's like a couple people that I want to see have a bad time.
Yeah.
And like there's like a petty
Sorry,
side
thinking
of
about
me.
Puerto Ricans having fun.
Yeah.
I remember there was a Puerto Rican Day parade in Patterson, and my uncle is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And I was like a kid, and I went, the Puerto Rican parade seems so cool. I want to go. And he goes, did your mother tell you to say that? And I go, what the fuck? Like he hated himself so much as a Puerto Rican. He thought it was impossible for someone to be interested in it,
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what we've learned.
That's not my favorite parade though. If we're just talking about parades.
Yeah. Well, there's
More like a
here's
gay
a rape
pride
ratio.
parade.
Yeah, the gay
that you
parade.
have to- yeah.
The problem with the Puerto Rican parade is
It's
There's not enough men in
There's like 2
assless
more
chaps.
rapes than the Macy's parade, and that's the problem.
there's not enough guys dressed up as dogs filleting each other in front of children.
There's not enough signs that say we're coming for your kids. We're gonna make them queer
Right,
too.
exactly. Hey, we're gonna make your kids Puerto Rican, homo.
I wish.
I am an elementary school teacher, and I make children Puerto Rican.
Don't you wish you
Hey,
could
yo,
be,
we coming for your children.
if like
We're
you
gonna
could
give
be,
your children Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, dude, I would be
Play
like,
mariachi music on the beach really loud.
I'd be like George Michael, Puerto Rican, just being Puerto Rican in the bathroom,
What do you mean?
like being, sucking off people, but
Okay, nice.
being Puerto Rican. There we go.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's
thanks,
good.
man. I swear, I
So,
just
yeah.
wanted to talk about the Knicks the whole time. I'm so
Oh, you
shocked
did?
that
Okay, well-
these authentic New Yorkers. Do you feel like New Yorkers yet? I mean, you better,
There's
right?
too many. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you want to
There's
talk
like
about Subway
10
take? You want to talk about J-Lo on Subway takes?
Hey,
We can do
wait, that was a good take, and I hate all the takes.
You
That was a
think?
good take. What
Yeah.
was it? I remember liking it.
Oh, she said,
Not in New York unless you're born.
unless you're born here.
No, that's not what she said. That's
Yeah.
oh well, that sucks and is bullshit.
Yeah.
Did you say two? That's what I heard.
You gotta no, that's stupid. No, she said something else and it was really good, and I'm forgetting what it was. But it was
Oh,
like
hey, J-Lo, I take the subway, unlike your billionaire ass. You're not
was-
a New Yorker unless you actually buy a fucking Omni card.
it was something about like there should be classes in school about empathy, something like that. And I said that makes sense. Like, and you can't graduate unless like you understand emotions.
And you thought J-Lo said that?
J-Lo did say that. I saw
Well,
it.
thank you, J-Lo, for that life
You think-
lesson after
you
you
think-
helped P. Diddy cover up
Yeah,
that
no, I was
shooting.
just gonna say. You think the lady who sucked P. Diddy's dick
Hey, she was a
said
fly
people
girl,
should
man.
have empathy? She's got to roll. She really cares about other people. Yeah.
Whatever.
J-Lo's subway take. If you see your boyfriend shoot a guy at a club, don't say anything.
That's like an authentic Subway take. Yeah.
Did P. Diddy shoot a guy?
Yeah. the
Yeah,
nightclub in, like,
he
99.
got away with it, but yeah, there was some club shooting, or like maybe somebody in security did. And there was like, when P. Diddy, all that shit came out, there was a bunch of stuff like some guy got shot in a bathroom and he had like NYPD connections and he like covered it up. There was like a shooting at a studio that he was recording in. Not clear. He didn't die, the guy, but
The guy thought
there
it was a dick and went to suck it. And then the gun went off. He went to the bathroom and he thought a dick was on the ground. And he picked it up to suck it.
P. Diddy sobered up for like 5 minutes. He's like, "What the fuck? Why is a man sucking my dick? I'm not gay." And he shot him.
Did you see this recent sex tape?
The P. Diddy sex tape?
Yeah, he's barely in it, but it's like it's actually 50 Cent's ex who he has a child with. And there's the sex tape that's out. Man, our ex feeds are so different.
Yeah.
So yours is just charity. Yours is OnlyFans. And mine is like Mexican wrestling and conspiracy theories.
You know, Mike Racine's also in the P. Diddy sex tape. He's like, "Hey, did somebody order Chipotle? I have a DoorDash."
I don't get it.
No,
You work DoorDash now.
You work
Oh, okay.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm about to work DoorDash. Bro.
I don't think I could afford the bike, actually. I don't think I could afford to lease an e-bike at this point. I'd be like, all right, thanks for...
Holy shit, you're right.
Thanks
People
for
probably
taking my
lease
call.
E-bikes now, right?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
I get... What are they, like $2,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it to a guy. I think if it's like for your work, there should be like a government incentive to give people e-bikes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
There should be some kind of jobs program where you can just, if you need some, like a gig, you know.
Oh, I
can
know.
just
You
go-
ever look up jobs and they're like,
Rent
hey, come test our shit out. You might die. Like, it's all testing stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, make $200, but we're going to like, you got to wear a sticker for 10 days and see if you don't get hives. What the fuck is that? It's all like survey shit.
Yeah.
We're lab rats.
Yeah.
but Knicks tickets were like $10,000 just to go.
Were they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those were the cheapest.
It's cheap, yeah. Nosebleeds are $10,000.
And then
that's why I
some
was
people
surprised
that we know are at like every game. Like
Well, because I think also they have season tickets, and I think the season tickets
You
like,
get a better deal.
better deal.
or it just doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm
there's
not
another-
sure if it's.
You actually, if you want to
But yeah,
see,
like Sam and Che. I mean, they're always
Yeah.
there, but they're season
but
ticket
you
holders.
don't have to get season. You can also just suck Jew cock. If you're enough of a Goy slave, you can go and watch the Knicks in the finals. If you just say, no, this war with Iran is great. I love what you're doing.
Oh yeah,
And
there's a war in
yeah,
Iran.
that's the show business dream that we all wanted
wow.
and would do anything for.
Yeah,
no
the
matter
last
how
time we
unforgivable.
talked, Biden was president.
That's right.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
if
Mike had one kid.
you know, if we had not stopped, Charlie Kirk would still be alive.
Holy
we would
shit.
not be at war with
Charlie
Iran.
Kirk died since we last talked.
I know you just never know. how
That made
these
me
things
sad,
go.
actually.
When
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk died.
Yes, I
Scott-
actually remember reading
Scott.
a thing you wrote on Twitter, and I went, "That's a shame." I swear,
Yeah.
because I thought it was sad that people were mean that a man died.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know
'Cause
that's
you
so
have
unfunny and gay, but yeah,
you have a little bit of a thing where you need everybody to like you,
that's interesting.
and I have it
Hey,
too. I have it
that's fair.
too. I have it too.
You think that's what it is? I
Yeah.
felt bad. I just saw a guy die and I got sad.
Yeah, but he was bad.
Yeah, but he's bad in the way that like your uncle's bad. You know who get like
No.
like you don't kill a man because he's the most negative person.
Yeah,
but you're saying he had influence.
He had influence,
I hear
yeah.
you. I hear
Yeah,
you.
he could-
But I
yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not ignorant. I just know I saw a guy die, and then when people were like, "Ha," I went, "Oh, I'm so
think-
sad."
I think he had a lot of influence.
I think they're pretending he had more. But since he died, they're definitely they're like he could have been president. No, he fucking couldn't. You can't be president with the dumbest face. Just like I can't be famous with. He had like jowl face. He did, you know, the nose and the eyes and the. It's too close together.
Smushed, yeah.
You're a smushy face motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're midget face, bro.
Yeah.
He's like me. Maybe that's why I got sad. I saw myself getting shot.
Haven't we had
in the
ugly?
neck?
Haven't we had ugly presidents before?
I mean, I think they're all ugly. You know, until there's a female president, they're
Spiritually.
all ugly, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but not. He would be the ugliest president.
Okay.
I don't think we had a president with teeth like that.
Charlie Kirk.
What I mean is, they used to paint the presidents. We don't know what they looked like for real. They go switch it up, you know.
Right.
But yeah, Reagan was pretty gorgeous.
Right.
He was a Hollywood guy.
You think George Washington was like Chinese, maybe?
Oh, dude, it's totally possible.
It's possible,
He
yeah.
was at least like weird. Well, that's wrong to say. I'm not gonna say
He
it.
was the smartest guy in the colonies. He could've just-
Yeah.
I went to George Washington's house this year.
Oh
You
yeah.
can go Mount Vernon outside D.C.
Okay.
And I'll tell you
Good for
something.
you. Did you do the Jason breathing while you were?
I waited down by the pool, by the lakeside. No, okay. The key to the Bastille, the prison from the French Revolution. So the French, they storm the Bastille. They release everyone from the prison. It becomes a symbol of the French Revolution itself. And the Marquis de Lafayette is given the key to the Bastille as a symbol of his leadership in the French Revolution, and he gives it to George Washington as a gift of thanks to the Americans for the American Revolution. He has Thomas Paine deliver it. But
Thomas Paine rules. Everybody
I
knows
love
that,
Thomas
yeah.
Paine. But the key to the Bastille, since George Washington left the presidency and went back to Mount Vernon, is hung at the entrance to his house, and it's still there today. behind glass. So that was very cool to see. And it's been there since like 1788 or 89 or whenever George Washington put it there. So that's, if you are near the D.C. area, you can go to Mount Vernon and see the key to the Bastille.
Dude, that was the most AI shit in the world. What's to do in Mount Vernon? And then the last minute. That rules.
I will say, it does piss me off that like half of all fucking long paragraphs you read on the internet now are AI.
Oh, it's infuriating. Yeah. Oh, dude, everybody's doing it now.
You think shit can't get worse. Like, you think people are so fucking dumb, and you're like, damn, I miss dumb people.
Yeah.
I miss just people, like, expressing their own thoughts without having this fucking AI.
Yeah, spelling shit wrong.
Yeah.
We got to start intentionally spelling shit wrong. I think I'm going to be king of the world in 10 years because I'm going to be the most authentic. I'm going to be the opposite of AI.
Okay.
You know? They go, he doesn't know any of the numbers. And they go, yes, he's the man.
Have you guys seen that Puerto Rico song? There's an AI song. It's like, meet me down in Puerto Rico.
No,
like,
I've not seen
it's about anyway. It's a song about Puerto Rico, but it's AI.
I feel like we need to ask Sean for his Charlie Kirk take.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be delivered to the show.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wrote a Substack. I mean, he was killed as a part of a conspiracy. He was.
You believe that?
Absolutely,
I'm down.
yeah.
I'm down. Let's go. All right.
No, there was.
this is me wanting everybody to like me. I'm like, sure. Fuck him to death. All right, let's go.
No, there were 3 distractors in the crowd. And
Right, I
there
remember
was,
that.
Another guy was arrested off-site. That's the guy that Kash Patel initially announced as the person who was the suspect. Is like a very strange Heritage Foundation intern guy who was an Arabic speaker and like a white Mormon kid. But what's important is like they didn't arrest this guy like at the venue. The FBI went to his apartment several hours after, arrested him there. The acting FBI agent in charge contacts Kash Patel and says that we have our guy. And it's just one of those things where it's like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. They had like either this was a distraction arrest or this was the original patsy and something went wrong. But it's just, it doesn't make any sense that the supposed shooter would then hang out at like a fucking Dairy Queen for 6 hours.
You got chicken nuggets at a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, for like
so you already know he's like
15 minutes away from the site of the murder.
There's something wrong with him. They manipulated this poor boy.
He got chicken nuggets, a cheeseburger, and a blizzard.
Dude, getting a blizzard after shooting a man is the craziest shit ever, man. Okay, yeah. So, and you think it's like Israel connected type of thing?
I don't know exactly. I think the money at TPUSA is very funny. Like somebody's definitely skimming millions off there, so that could have been a reason. Right. But also, like, yeah, the Iran war shit. I think that does connect. Where you look at TPUSA now, Charlie Kirk was openly against the Iran war. Whether or not he would have rolled over and accepted it, we don't know. But the organization that he headed up, which is quite powerful and important, now de facto supports the Iran war, whereas the murdered president of it, or CEO, did not, or was at least publicly against it and privately against it, according to reporting.
So it's like he wanted to quit his job, and then they killed him, and then everybody fucked his wife.
Right.
Damn.
So
don't you like him
that
now?
happened before as well.
What a nice guy. Can you root for him now at least?
What do you mean?
I mean, the poor guy, his wife is a whore. You know, he was against the Iran war, and then he got shot in the neck.
Yeah, you know, we had a guest on a couple weeks ago, and she kind of brought that up, and she was like, I've watched a bunch of his debates, and I think he was like a good guy. And
I mean, I don't think that. You're debating college kids for the most part.
Yeah.
That's like disrespectful and stupid. You ever meet a college kid? You just...
Sure.
Your reaction should be like, hey, do you need directions? Like, you want to help them. You don't want to go, why is your hair that color, you weird bitch? That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy behavior, obviously. But, I don't know. I just, like, that's everybody I grew up with, though. Like, I don't think everybody I grew up with should be shot in the neck, you know, because they don't believe in trans people.
Yeah, but if you do propaganda for, like,
you know, for, like,
Hitler
waving
or
a flag on the hill.
It's like, I don't know.
All right, I don't know.
Yeah,
who else died since we haven't talked?
But that's like the bargain that guys like Charlie Kirk get is that you can get like a big house in Arizona. You can get like a hot wife who like trafficked children out of a Romanian orphanage before she met you, and you know, and then you can get courtside of the Knicks, and it's just like, yeah, but you got to fucking follow the script. Otherwise, like Israel touches Childrenberg. Your handler Israel touches Childrenberg. We'll say it's lights out next time you go to a fucking spooked up school,
right,
in Utah.
Right.
Fair.
Oh yeah, and it's like, look, I fucking drag. I go through a bunch of this in my Substack if people want to argue with me about it. SeanPMcCarthy.substack.com. But the security situation at that campus was insane because an event like that, Charlie Kirk does receive death threats, and the AP did a comparison. He'd spoken at a school in Colorado a few months before. They had 5 to 10 times as many officers there, and that was for an indoor event. The school itself in Utah was telling Kirk's people at Turning Point USA, you should not do this outdoors, do this indoors. And they're like, nah, we'll do it outdoors. And they had like 10 cops on the entire site. Whereas, they had like 50 or something doing an indoor event in Colorado just a little bit before. And so like, I think Kirk's security was in on it. That's the way these things usually go. JFK, for example, the Secret Service was, the actual leadership of the Secret Service was 100% in on it. Or things were moved in these directions. But it was more just like, we're just going to kind of melt away and get into position so that the person that we know is going to do the thing can do the thing, and then we'll act so surprised.
So who's next?
And there's like, have you seen that fucking video of the people, the two guys that are down by Kirk? You see them fucking smiling. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not like a crazy AI shit, like, no, those guys were fucking...
but maybe they thought
they're
he was
doing
fucking
signals
around,
too, right?
Right. They're doing like the fucking you should steal third base, but you just do it wrong, and then the guy gets his head blown off. He was trying to place a bet on the horses, and he gave the wrong signal to the
He was
shooter.
trying to say, bring me some Dairy Queen.
Yeah, well, I know the way they handle his body after is like, it's ridiculous. They just like rushed him into a van. Even the way they held him is crazy. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't hold anything like that. And you wouldn't hold a dog like that. No, it's crazy.
They trucked him to the ocean, then threw him off a boat. Like
Osama bin Laden. Yeah, why did we throw Osama bin Laden in the ocean? Can we we did not do that. I think they fucked him or something. I think they killed him and then fucked his face a bunch and, they cut off his head and then they go, where's his body? And they go, oh God. And it's all their cum is all over it. And they go, oh my God, we actually raped his dead ass.
It's actually Muslims have to be buried at sea.
It's in the ocean.
It's out of respect for the Quran.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, we have to go pray.
Actually, we're Muslims, so yeah.
Dude, I think they fucked with his body, and that's why they threw him in the ocean. Uh-huh. I mean, they did something to it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't you, not us, we would never do it, but if you're dumb enough to join the military, right? You're like, holy shit, I killed Osama bin Laden. Aren't you like, hey guys, let's grab bats? Aren't you like, hey, let me piss on his face? Yeah. When you're in the helicopter, aren't you like, hey dude, I'm gonna do a fucking elbow drop on Osama bin Laden?
Yeah. That's a good point.
When you're you're a retarded guy when you're in the military. Of course, that's what you're doing.
Because Obama was in office, that would be like a big scandal.
Right.
Like,
and so he goes, throw him in the ocean.
You can't do that.
You got too much cum on him.
You guys cannot cum on Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Hey, because I'm a liberal. No coming on bin Laden.
Damn. That's our take.
I wanted.
You heard it here first.
I wanted Michelle to be able to come on it.
Remember, you guys used to say Michelle was a man. She's not a man. I listen to her podcast now. No, I don't. But I've seen clips of her podcast, and she's a beautiful lady.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why Dave Chappelle agreed to do her podcast, because Dave Chappelle's down low and wanted to have sex with him.
She's a beautiful woman, for real.
Yeah, well, the Michelle Obama is a man stuff is kind of annoying. I kind of want to...
Misogynoir.
Yeah.
Well, I think I think
makes you want to go the other way.
Right, and I think some white people don't maybe recognize it, but that's like a shitty thing a lot of white people say about black women in general. Sure, yeah, they go like, "Oh, you're a man," because they're like tall and the most good-looking
really?
people on the planet. Yeah. And
Dude,
so it's like, you're a man, because they have like the best thighs on the planet. And so I think that's why people get extra mad about the Michelle thing. And I think some white people go, no, we just think she looks like a guy. And it's like, you can't say that though. It's like saying, oh, Patrick Ewing look like, you ever see Shaquille O'Neal admit that like, oh, when I go to the zoo, gorillas come after me? And it's like, well, Shaquille O'Neal kind of looks like a gorilla, but black people don't. But Shaquille does, and that's like, I think. Anyway, we've dug ourselves a huge hole.
Well, it's just,
Well, this is what we do. Hey, we dig holes. We need to realize that comedy isn't just talking out of your face all the time.
Right, and then we fill them in halfway. And then the show implodes.
Yeah.
But Michelle Obama's not a man, because if she was, Barack Obama would have killed him like all the other men he had gay sex with.
Oh man.
That's right. Did you guys see that story? All the right wingers are mad because the couple they aborted. They found out their baby had Down syndrome.
Yes, I saw that. That's. I mean, it's just a sad situation. And I saw the great point I saw was, and it's just true, when you have a Down syndrome kid. Look, that's amazing that you had the kid and all that, but someday you're going to die, and then they're going to be left alone. And that's like something that a parent is allowed to think about and go, hey, I can't do that to someone. Yeah. Like eventually no one is going to take care of this person. Right. And that's scary. Yeah. And so if you need to abort it for that reason, like, I don't know, that's okay. That's fair. Yeah. How do you feel about that, Michelle?
No, yeah. I obviously should be able to kill your baby, but like this is all before it's born. Yes. But this is all like symptomatic of the fact that like no one can afford to have a kid and people are getting raped and like all of this stuff is like, that's the real disease. So obviously in an ideal world, like in a million years, hopefully none of that's happening. And then we can all like afford children. We'll all want it. And everyone's life is going to be happy. But until then, obviously you should let people abort. And also after that. But I think naturally, if right-wingers really want to undo abortion, the real move is to make quality of life better. And then it'll happen over time. People will naturally abort less, but it will still be their choice.
Well, it's just weird seeing all these right-wingers be like, how dare you? The life is so precious. Like they're in a position to raise a kid with Down syndrome.
Right. Yeah, and like the kids who were like sexually trafficked by Erica Kirk out in Romania, they probably would have rather been aborted rather than live that life as sex slaves for... Well, for Jews, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a great point.
I just keep thinking about like, yeah, I got these great tickets to the Knicks Game 4. My manager Israel touches Kidsburg. He really hooked it up. Israel touches on Childrensburg. Stein. He's my booking agent. He's gonna get me an SNL audition.
I got a seat right next to Bagel Little Girl's underwear. Little Girl's underwear in my back pocket.
Oh man.
But they say that 90% of kids of like fetuses with Down syndrome are aborted now because they can test for it. So having a kid with Down syndrome is almost like a flex. Like, it's
look at what I can
money.
do.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me, I have money. That's true. But I know
it's like
people
having a Birkin bag or something.
Yeah, but I know people who have kids with Down syndrome who are like, they're kind of down and out. Like they have kids with Down syndrome. Yeah, they're not doing so. They're not millionaires for sure. Yeah. But I know what you mean. I know a lot of people who have kids in wheelchairs, and it's like it's the hospital's fault, and so they're millionaires now. Because they like sued the place. Like I know some people like that. But yeah, people with Down syndrome, I've noticed they're kind of down and out a lot of yeah.
It's just not like to raise a person with special needs. It's just not like an easy thing to do.
Yeah, but life ain't easy. But you're right. You're right. But
I'm saying you shouldn't force that on anybody.
No, you can't force that on anyone. But shout out to the people who do it. You are God's children. You know. Yeah. But no, of course. Yeah, I think most of us can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't have a kid right now. I'm 35 years old, and if a girl got pregnant, I would have diarrhea. That's pathetic. It's pathetic. She goes, no, he doesn't have Down syndrome. I go, he's alive. He's going to be alive. That's why I'm scared. Yeah. You nuts?
Yeah.
So I get it. But dang. Did you ever make a girl get an abortion? Like, not has your semen ever been aborted?
No.
Oh, cool. You?
No.
No.
Right. Right.
Wow, we're such good guys.
Same. Yeah, we're solid dudes.
We really are like models of the left. all three of us are model
Damn.
Yeah,
leftist
Mike
men.
tried to get a girl to go get an abortion, but he wouldn't go higher than 25% of the cost. That was his final offer.
Hey, look, it's your pussy that they're sucking the baby out of.
Oh man.
Look, if you had a mice infestation at your apartment, and let's say I left a slice of pizza there, that's what got him into the.
Oh, there we go.
that's the
Okay,
metaphor.
there's the bit.
Yeah.
How many real Knicks fans do you think died 9/11 though? And just so that the people who got the phone calls not to go to work could go sit courtside at the game. They probably don't even care. Hundreds of their employees were diehard Knicks fans that they murdered. And Howard Lutnick just sits there like nothing happened.
Howard, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is we're killing your entire company. The good news is I got you courtside at the Knicks.
Damn.
That's my agent. IDF crush Rachel Coreyfeld.
Oh shit. What are the updates? I mean, I know the updates. It's just now we're fighting Iran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in a stalemate.
Yeah, no agreement. We keep pretending there might be, but it's not happening. Trump talking that shit though. Dead wrong,
You
but talking
think-
that shit.
What do you mean talking that shit?
Like he's just I mean, you saw that interview. What was it on Sunday?
Yeah.
Where he just stormed off on the lady and
Uh-huh.
like, you know, when he used to call people stupid, it was like, oh, whatever. He's in it. Like he like called I saw him call this lady stupid. You didn't see this interview? I don't even know what the fuck it was. It felt like a 60-minute interview or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would have been like, don't you ever call anybody stupid, you old motherfucker. It was just so insane where it's like, he's over. You don't feel like it's up for him? Like his brain, it's over.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it was
I don't
funny-
think he's being calculated. I think he's being the piece of shit he's always been, but now it's slipping as he gets older.
So I have a quote here
Just like
from...
how your aunt gets older and you go, what a cunt. And it's like she was always a cunt and now it's slipping.
Uh-huh.
Like everybody knew he was always a piece of shit, but now the right knows.
What did he do? He called the lady stupid?
Yeah, he called her he threw the mic on the ground and stepped on it and stormed off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He had a little temper tantrum.
Yeah.
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 Which he probably always did that, yeah, behind the...
Yeah, he always does it.
But I get this, it says, there's a quote from Iran's parliamentary speaker, Mohammad Baghdad Ghalibaf, and he warned Trump that the Islamic Republic would respond in kind to whatever approach the U.S. takes next. We prefer the language of diplomacy, but we speak other languages far more fluently. Break your commitments and we'll switch to what we speak best.
Damn.
He said, you ride the horse you
There's
saddled.
there's a quote from Mike's dad here. It says, "You're gay and I don't love you." Not sure why you included that, but
Yeah, well, I had to use his printer.
Wait, and who said that?
I had to use his printer to print this out, so he wrote it up top. The guy from their parliamentary speaker.
That's badass.
I mean, they're really, they're good with like language. I found that so interesting compared to the way Trump talks. He's like,
Right.
Iran is bad, 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 and we're gonna bomb them.
Yeah.
He goes. What did he say? They're going back and forth with strikes, and now they both agreed through me to stop. And now we're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal. We will not allow Iran in any way, shape, or form nuclear weapons, and the Strait of Hormuz will open up. They'll open up immediately upon signing. So it's just like, just kind of babbling, but I love Iran. Can I say that? I like what they're doing.
They seem
I like their style.
they're right in this
I like their
situation
morality
for sure.
police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're right in this situation, definitely.
I'm glad that lady who wrote Persepolis died. I don't know.
Yeah, they're definitely right
So.
in this scenario. Like, this is just bullying from us. It's terrible.
Yeah. But it just makes you wonder what's coming next.
You think like a false flag attack?
I don't think so, because I think people would. It seems like he's done with this thing.
Yeah, I feel like people would skip it. It would be like like what's that movie, Masters of the Universe, that came out, He-Man? Like you'd go like, oh, that we just did a false flag. We just killed 3,000 Americans, and no one, everybody forgot about it in 3 days.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they don't do it. They understand.
Right.
Our attention spans, the
just-
benefit of our attention spans being so shit is they
Yeah.
won't do false flags anymore.
They won't default. Yeah.
You know, I'm writing something about this. But basically, so we're going to have the 250th anniversary on July 4th.
Which doesn't feel fun, and it should.
But, like,
Right.
It
and
sucks.
You see some of these right-wingers online complaining about this because, yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Like, nobody in America cares about
No.
250 years. And you can even go back to, like, the bicentennial, 1976. Like, people cared.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was a huge event, the 200th year. 250, nobody gives a fuck. And I think my take on this is what has kind of happened here is Americans are just completely bought off. That's why nobody cares about the Iran war. You know, like we've just kind of gotten, and we've had, you know, more than 20 years of 9/11 wars. People just put it all in the background. And it's just like, yeah, as long as you get your nice toys and your air conditioning and everything, that's kind of the deal the system makes with you. It's like, because since the 80s they've tried so hard to destroy collective identity, you know, unions, socialism, anything like that. So kind of the bargain is like, you are an individual, you're the only one who matters, don't give a fuck about anything or anybody else except for yourself and your own path. And that kind of chases people away from collective politics, but it also creates this individualist identity where it's like, yeah, the country doesn't give a fuck about me, why would I give a fuck about the country? And so that's like, you know, these right-wingers are like having conniptions, but that's the fucking Faustian bargain they signed. Is we had, you know, the New Deal. You had to tear that apart. You had to get this fucking psychotic individualist country that we live in now. And yeah, you defang the left doing that, but don't ask people to sacrifice for the country if that's the country you want to live in, because why the fuck would they? What reason is there to sacrifice anything for this country? You know, Pat Tillman got himself murdered trying to do that, and you just have like the fucking Forbes top 400 pedophiles under 70 sitting courtside at the Knicks game. Like, that's the fucking... Those are the people who are doing the best in the country, are the absolute worst, most evil people imaginable.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no fucking shock that people are going to be indifferent about July 4th. 250 years of America.
Yeah, and it also it's just it's like an extra grocery expense at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's do 4th of July. You know, like, well, let's like figure out something else, because we can't all get together and spend money on this bullshit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and then you'll see like gefilte dog rape get on Twitter and be like, I don't understand.
Like, did you guys do anything
Right.
for Memorial Day?
What did I do? Like, it rained.
Yeah. Oh
all
yeah, no one
weekend.
did shit. You're
Yeah.
right.
No, but Monday was nice. We just kind of walked around.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like everyone had to
Yeah.
pick this year though. Are you doing Memorial Day or are you going to do 4th of July? Because it's just no one has the fucking money to do fun shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
That's the other thing that's weird too. It's like there's all this surveillance, and they're like tracking. They're tracking our movements when we go in the store and everything. But nobody has any money, so it's like, what are they? It's like they set up this system where they're like, oh, we can see what they're buying, but it's like I'm literally just buying lentils and fucking maybe a can of beans to bring home to my family.
Yeah, you're holding something you might buy, and then you put it down. It's just you walking around the store holding something,
Yeah.
and then putting it back, realizing, it's not worth the money.
Yeah, just putting cucumbers up my ass and putting them back to spite everybody. They think I'm shoplifting, but I'm just trying to spread disease.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, I don't know.
What else is going on, fools?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't believe you
Nothing.
got 2 kids,
Yeah,
and you're doing it. It's
What's
like
that?
easy.
no,
There's no way. Oh
that's
man,
not really easy. But
you're
it's
not
like
gonna have
fine.
3.
What's that?
You're not gonna have 3,
Probably not. But
right?
we'll
You didn't
see.
get snipped.
What's that?
You didn't get. My buddy
No.
got snipped after 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think 2 is the new 3. I think 3 was like
yeah.
a 90s, 2000s thing, and then it was like 7 in the 50s or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think 2 now.
Deb was like, I wouldn't want you to do that. Like, that's
Get
kind of weird.
snipped.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, great. You can get pregnant when we're like in our 60s, and we'll give birth to a thing.
I think getting snipped is super easy now.
Yeah, it is.
But she thinks it's like
unnatural, I guess.
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
cool chick, man. Please don't get snipped. Okay, honey, I won't. You just want to so bad. Oh man. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I ever want kids. Sean, do you want kids? And I feel terrible saying that. I feel like non-human saying that. But I don't want kids.
Yeah, but you got to keep the species going.
Yeah.
You'd figure it out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Well, I mean, isn't it kind of... Well, I guess... So how old were you when you had your most recent child?
37.
No shit. And Deb
Yeah.
too, or she's a little younger?
Yeah, she was 36.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
I just feel like if I have a kid at like 45, I'm going to be an old dad, you know?
Yeah.
At his graduation.
It does suck. I do have like a finite amount of energy every day.
Yeah, like, I
And
mean...
so I go like, what do I do? You know?
For sure.
My bedding has diarrhea on it. Because I have
He
to like
shit on his
I have to
bedding,
watch.
guys.
So it's like you have to balance. Like I got to take my kids to school. I got to like take care of the house. I got to
Right.
make money. I
You
got
have to
like
not die.
try to not die.
you
Try
can't
to
die
be
the whole time.
creative. Yeah, I have to like
It's a
look
lot.
at my look at my bank account every day and figure out. And so and you just and part of me goes like, oh, I should hustle harder.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm like, there's nothing to.
And to
There's
think, it
nothing
all
really-
would have been different if you just accepted that phone call from Matza Baby Dick Suck. You'd be up there with Tony Hinchcliffe.
I'd be courtside with Chris DiStefano.
Oh, yeah, you saw that? Yeah, good for them.
I mean, good for them.
No, yeah, it's awesome, for real.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm serious. But, the damn, oh my God, now I lost my train of thought. Whatever, who cares?
Having kids. We're past the wall, though. I mean, that kind of sucks.
What do you mean by that?
We've hit the wall. We're no longer attractive.
I think you're the best
you might-
looking one of all of us right
Oh,
now.
That's nice of you to say.
Well, he takes that, and
Have you ever seen those-
I
I'm
still
too.
got it. There's
Hey,
some
bro.
people who
Hey,
might
man,
still
we're gonna
find
be
me
all right.
attractive.
Dude, that's true though. So many women want to like have sex with their dads, low
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to say it, but when you went to Saint Germain's wedding and then you saw like a picture of his wife with her dad, and you're like, oh yeah, she's like, that's her dad.
Oh,
You know?
really?
Yeah, it was adorable, but yeah, it's like, oh, that's
Okay.
you love your dad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of women.
She's like,
Because it's their idea of a guy, which means their dad did a great job.
right.
Yeah.
You want to marry a guy who's going to die soon?
Yeah, take that pill. Is that a swallow pill? That's not a chew pill?
Yeah.
Is that diarrhea medicine?
I think you might be wrong. You might have to chew that. You got to hold that
Podcasting-
under your tongue. Yeah, anti-diarrheal.
See,
Is that going to make you shit?
podcast?
It'd be funny if you just took a
it's not
laxative pill and just
I made-
started like shitting on the couch. Remember when we had you pee in a diaper for a bit on
No,
the...
Yeah.
we didn't. He
Yeah, oh,
did
you're right,
it.
yeah. This is not our
we
idea.
didn't do
This is-
shit. He like showed up. He's like, I'm pissing in a diaper. And we
Okay.
just let him and no
It's
sold it.
called
The things
setting
we used to
yourself
do
aside.
for $70 a month. But yeah, if you just did that, like you just diarrhea like on the couch in the middle of a podcast,
What's annoying?
that'd be a viral moment on TikTok.
What's annoying is I had the adult diapers and Deb got rid of them, and it would have been great to have them this week.
Wow,
I
so you
would've
had
loved-
adult diapers.
What's that? I wanted to do a sketch where it was like,
Oh, right, because
hey,
of
he's
that.
a tip
Okay.
for. What's that?
No, I was trying to understand why you had them because of the sketch. Yeah.
I want to do like a TikTok where it was like, hey, here's a secret only real New Yorkers know. We wear diapers because it's hard to find a bathroom. Like in New York, like a TikTok. I'm just walking around in my diaper.
That's funny.
I was wearing a jet shirt. Yeah, walking around in my diaper.
Yeah.
So I bought this whole pack of adult
Jet
diapers. And then, I forget why. I mean, they were just sitting in my drawer. It's not like they were taking up space.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what
cool.
happens when you're married. You know?
Did you ever
Your
just
wife
like?
just gets rid of your diapers.
Okay, but now you have the pack of diapers, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever like when you were younger, you have like condoms and you're not fucking anybody, and then at some point you're like, I'm gonna put a condom on and jerk off, and then you just do that for some
Yeah.
reason. Like, do you do like if I had diapers in the house, I'd be like, damn, I'm about to stand in the shower and piss in a diaper. Like, is there an urge of
Oh, yeah,
like,
of course.
that's
Yeah.
so unacceptable. Yeah, you got to keep them out the house, bro.
No, a year ago, no, but like lately, yeah, because I've been peeing a lot.
Okay.
I might just throw one on, see how it feels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels terrible.
You think?
Yeah, that's why like
You don't
babies,
think it's
once they
freeing?
get it, they hate it.
Uh-huh.
Once they get it, they don't like it. Right?
I don't know.
You're like, nah, they love it.
No, I think babies like
I
wearing
think they
diapers.
love it.
Yeah.
No, I think they hate wet diapers. Once
Having
they
a wet
get
diaper,
it,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I wouldn't walk around in a wet diaper.
Oh, but you mean the idea of just pissing?
Yeah, the second I saw like a park, I would drop my pants and take my diaper off.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever notice women should also pee standing up?
No.
Like, you just got to squatch a little. You shouldn't have to pee sitting down.
But it would get everywhere.
No, it wouldn't. You just, like, slightly squatch. It's just, it would be like a weird, we'd have to make a weird thing, but we made a weird thing for guys to piss in, like urinals. Yeah, and we're just, like, not willing to make a new thing for you, which is, like, sort of like a piss hole.
No,
Like, it's just a room where there's a hole. But that's, and then you wouldn't have to wipe either. You just shake your leg. Think about it. If you just stood and pissed, you wouldn't have to wipe.
It would have to like jut out from the wall though.
It would be a new thing.
No, I'm talking about a room that you could just kind of hover in. Just like a changing room. Yeah, like a shower. Yeah, I think a women's toilet is technically a shower, and we're just too shitty to say it. We got to make them sit down when they piss. Just walk in the shower, honey.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
This is
She
what's
goes,
so
I love you so much.
This is what's so funny about podcasting because like there's always the pressure to like say something funny or wild and fill the dead air, you know, and like
No, that's a take.
before you know it, you're like asking girls why they don't pee standing up and calling someone a rapist and then threatening to get
I
and then
know.
they threaten to sue you.
Yeah, and then people go, dude, that wasn't cool what you said. And you go, I had
Yeah.
to fill an hour.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
filled an hour with people?
Right.
Motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We went 2.5 years without calling anyone a rapist baselessly. It's actually very impressive.
Yeah.
He's on a streak. That's your sobriety.
Right.
I'm sure you've relapsed a few times, but that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can't call that guy a rapist because he has a very powerful agent. Star of David Bagel Rape.
Yeah. How we doing on time?
Nah, I think we
guess
did it.
we're-
We're pretty good.
You think
Yeah.
we did
That's a
it? All right.
podcast.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And then you fill in the rest of the time.
All right,
You do
cool.
like a
Yeah.
closing, a Jerry Springer's closing comments, by yourself.
Yeah. Should we get together for like lunch or something?
Yeah, we probably have to.
We probably
but I gotta
have to.
say, dude, lunch is expensive.
I'll
And that's
get it. I'll
fucking
pay
annoying.
for it.
I mean, no, I don't want you to do that. But what
I
I
can
mean
pay.
is like, yeah, we all should. But yeah, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Actually I got a bus ticket I gotta use. It's gonna expire soon.
Right. Okay.
You guys ride the bus at all?
Sometimes.
You have
Dude,
a
I
bus
ride the-
ticket from New Jersey?
Yeah. I've been riding
Okay.
the bus a lot lately.
Okay.
And what I noticed, and it's kind of nice, homeless people can ask for courtesy rides.
Oh yeah.
And if the bus driver's cool enough, and everyone in Jersey has been so far that I've dealt with, and they get on the bus and they come to the city for free as like a courtesy, that's fucking cool, right?
Okay.
What do you
So
think
there's some solid ass people out there. That's
what do you
all
think
I'm saying.
the alternate universe where like Scott sells out to the fucking Satanists and the Moloch people? And he's like, instead of the world where he's like a good guy and is like poor and riding the bus, he's like there at the Knicks game and he's like,
Oh, dude.
dude,
he is kind of the most. He is kind of the most likely to do the think.
What?
Why?
Sell out, you think?
No.
Yeah, to like take if you were offered money, if you were offered a big.
No. I mean, I've been offered money, like I've
Yeah.
not offered money, but I've been like, but I will also say I've done things where I go, oh, I'll tell you what I did recently. Now we'll fill the time. And I go, oh, I only did that for the money and that's unfortunate. And I felt down and out. But I also don't know the guy. And then and I go, well, I don't know the guy. I just got asked to do a gig, but Sam Hyde, you guys know him?
Yeah.
So I don't really know him, but he's like, he did a set at like a Lewis show in Rhode Island years ago, and then he liked my shit, and he was like, I wrote a thing that he worked on, whatever. Anyway, like for a second, right? And then recently he asked me to go do something in Rhode Island, and I filmed with him. And the first thing was fun, but the second thing I was like, I don't like this, and he hasn't released it yet, and I'm like, oh man, I think if I didn't need the money, I would have said no, And it was like, it wasn't even a lot of money, but I needed it. And I'm like, man, that's a fucking bummer, man. Yeah, not having money will beat your ass for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I also think if I had like $10,000, I would tell everybody, I would think I was king of the world, and I'd tell everybody to suck my dick.
Right.
And I'd give like everybody, I'd give 9 people $1,000.
Yeah.
And I'd end up with $1,000.
It's kind of nice
Because that's happened to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I've made money.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my gosh, we're doing it.
Yeah. It's nice because like I have a peasant brain and like so does Deb, so it's not something we really like care about that much.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't
No,
care.
our podcast is a really good illustration of why the Goyim are enslaved. Why they are able to divide and conquer us against each other because we all just have children's brains. Actually, I was thinking about it. I mean, this is probably like true of a lot of comedians, but the three of us are all like immature for our age, but each of us in a different particular way.
Sure.
You know? But that's why it worked, because we're each like emotionally and developmentally stunted, but in like a unique way that it kind of plays off each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's before you got here. We were sitting in the lobby, and I was telling him, I'm like, I hate being an adult. And Mike was like, it's kind of fine. And I was like, no, fuck this shit,
Bro, I
dude.
miss Sunday morning cartoons.
Dude, I miss everything, bro.
We should abandon our
I can't even
families.
eat cereal without like shitting. Like I get diarrhea when I eat fucking cereal now. I can't even like enjoy the things I used to like.
Yeah.
Bro, let's just watch Rick and Morty and Toonami all
We
day.
should give it a
and
shot. We should go to a cabin
Smoke out
in
of
the
a
woods.
bong, and
We should go to a cabin in the woods and like just like be kids.
we should.
The three of us. Well, and we'll find like we'll find an adult.
find ourselves.
somewhere. Like yeah.
Or I need to go to like one of those embarrassing man schools. You ever see those? Where
Yeah.
they like hit you with a wet noodle or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you go, oh.
Yeah, but those are like $170,000 to attend.
yeah.
Where
Dude,
they
that's the
just call-
problem.
They just
know?
call you
Yeah.
a bitch and they yell at you. Yeah, and you
yeah,
have to wear the guy's name on your shirt.
right.
That's the thing. Right wing men are very submissive.
They are, but they don't know it. They think it's something else.
Yeah.
But it's all like spank my ass daddy shit. It's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. Even like waterboarding, it's like such it's all weirdo shit. It's all like pervert shit.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that's some shit guys did, back when you had to keep it a secret. You did stuff like that.
Like
You'd
we're gonna make,
waterboard a
we're
man
gonna
to
make
come.
you nice and wet,
Yeah.
hang you up and make you wet. Cool. Well, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, me
This
too,
was
man.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna be all right. I think we're all gonna become very rich very
Yeah,
soon.
no, once
Yeah.
we get on the phone with Lotka Goyim Blood, you'll see us at Game 4, smiling and waving.
Oh shit! I walked through like a Pride Day the other day with this pink shirt on with my dog, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna walk past it. Like, in the suburbs, it is a little different. I mean, everybody accepts gay people now, and still in the suburbs they do, for the most part.
Yeah.
But it is like no one else went to the park that day,
Right.
other than like people who wanted to be seen there,
Yeah.
But I walked my dog through the park, and I was wearing the pink shirt,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, this is fine. I fucking lived in the city, like, I'm whatever, and this dog sits down and just lays there. And now I feel like I'm like some dude cruising, like looking for the gay people in town. And I'm like, no, my dog just wants to lay down in front of the gay party. And I'm just like 10 feet away from the gay party. And my dog is just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, come on. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, Scott's like
Whatever,
polite
guys.
enough. He would just like suck a dick at Pride.
Just to
Yeah.
get out of the room. Just to like, hey, I got to get across the street, guys. The inconvenience of the traffic. No
Yeah.
way, Jose.
Writing for Sam Hyde, that must have been hard. Like just having to look up all those synonyms for the N-word.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, whatever. But whatever, guys.
Cool. All right.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. And yeah, we'll get lunch or something.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Big Italian sub. I've been like crazy
Oh,
about
yeah?
Italian subs the last 2 weeks for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the works, Yeah.
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 They're
Which I
like
never used to
$20
do.
now.
Dude, I got one the other day. It was $18, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then you want to get
I'll pay-
chips, you
Yeah.
know? And then
Yeah.
you go like, well, I need a drink.
Yeah.
No, we're
But
good.
my
I
son,
got
my
one.
son has a crayon with some of his birthday money in it.
Yeah.
So I'll pay for it with that.
There we go.
I'll say it's an investment
It's
in your future.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, let's get lunch
we took,
anywhere.
We took some money out of his like fund the other day because our car got towed.
Oh, that's great.
So we took $1,000 out of his
Dang.
account that I set up for
Oh,
him.
well,
yeah.
that's a great account, though.
Yeah.
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 That's the emergency account until he knows about it.
I
you know?
guess.
Yeah.
But it just felt so Dad was like, "Well, just take it out of here." I'm like, "That's for our son. You don't touch that." Yeah.
He would just blow it at a strip club when he's like 21. Doesn't matter.
I guess he would. Yeah.
Yeah, $1,000. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get lunch.
Get you like one lap dance at the time.
Right.
Yeah, or they'll rob you
Well,
if you're nice enough.
when I go.
Hey, if you're a good man, they'll rob you.
Oh, a lap dance is only $1,000. Okay. What a bargain. Oh, because you like podcasts.
Oh shit.
All right. We'll see you, everybody. See you next week.
See ya. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.